What's up guys, Young Karth here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the two big ticket items that Karthus ADC loves to buy, and it's none other than Luden's Tempest and Liandry's Torment. So we're not going to waste any time, we're going to get right into looking at the pros and cons of each item. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of when I purchased the item in two different games, one item, one the other. And we're going to take a look at the damage charts after, and we're going to see who the overall winner is today. First item I want to talk about, it's going to be right above my head, is Luden's. This is a Dark Seal, Magi's Focus, Q Focus build that we're looking at here. 3,200 gold, 80 AP, 20 ability haste, 600 mana, and 6 magic pen built into the item. And then you get 5 magic pen per legendary item that you purchase along with it. So the pros of this, so we got high burst damage, obviously. Movement speed whenever you hit an ability with your little extra additional ability damage from the Ludens. You're going to get a percentage of movement speed. Increased magic pen, of course. Great against heavy magic resist comps because it does give you that additional per legendary item and the base. And of course the iconic burst of additional AP with Ludens is pairing really great with Karthus R and Dark Harvest to really secure those kills for you. As far as the cons are going, it's a poor item when behind. You don't want to get behind on this. You're not going to be as useful by far. Building Hourglass with this is not really efficient. You really want to have all the AP items that you can, like Shadow Flame, Death Cap, etc. You can't really afford to go the Hourglass with this build because there's no burn. So your E really isn't going to be as effective in this build. Glass Cannon build path. I've already mentioned, no Hourglass, you're not getting that additional, that armor in there. And finally, no burn damage, of course, making your E a little bit less of an insane ability. Alright, above my head now we got Liandry's. This is an Int playstyle with a focus on your E ability. Pretty much same lineup here, 3,200 gold purchase, 80 AP, 20 ability haste, and 600 mana. As far as the pros go, great for sustained team fights with the burn damage in there. The longer you're in the fight, the more you're going to do. Pairs perfect with Hourglass. Since it's an Int playstyle, you can flash in, use your exhaust, and then trigger that Hourglass to stay in the fight for an extended period of time and really burn them down with the E. Amazing against enemy teams that build HP because of the passive, obviously, on the item. Secure big shutdowns with Burn, your Dark Harvest, and your Requiem. Karthus R. Great in combination with healing reduction. The Burn plus the healing reduction percentages from Morellonomicon are really going to come in clutch against big healing teams. And finally, you're still very useful when you're behind. You're playing an Int playstyle. Sometimes you're going to die 10, sometimes you're going to die 12, 15 times. But as long as you're trading kills and doing damage for your team to get in there, you're still doing your job as Karthus. As far as the cons go, you're going to need to purchase Magic Pen earlier in the game. You're looking at buying it second item sometimes, third item. Really just depends. Lower burst damage. It's a sustained build. And of course, the item was recently nerfed. The burn damage was reduced from 15 per tick to 12.5 per tick, and you can actually notice it for sure. Especially late game, you're noticing that a lot. And when you're ulting, you're expecting the burn to kill them, and it doesn't, so it is noticeable. And finally, a less mobile overall build. You're not getting those bursts of movement speed to run them down, so you want to really make sure you're using your W effectively. Without further ado, guys, let's see which one's going to win today, Luden's or Liandry's. We're going to be playing both, and then check out the damage charts. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, welcome to game 1. This is the Luden's Tempest game. We just purchased it at minute 11. And we're walking back into lane. Karthus Nami versus Vygar Thresh. I'm currently 2, 1, and 3. So, I want to apologize, guys. The audio of the live gameplay footage did get messed up. So, I'm having to record myself speak over the replay file here. You guys are still going to get the same exact information that I really said the first time. It's just not going to be live. The Liandry's game is going to be live. That's 100% good. So, as we walk back in a lane here with Luden's, I really want to experiment with it and see if we can get some solo Q procs off onto them, see how much damage it does, and start getting those damage numbers up. This was a very boring lane to play. You guys didn't get to see the boring part of the laning phase. I missed some Qs here. Okay, there it is. There's your damage. There's the initial Q proc damage there. I missed some pretty disgusting Qs there, I will not lie to you. This is gonna be like a VOD review for me too, so I can make fun of myself. Miss some Qs. So you guys can see, you know, streamers and content creators are not perfect by any means. Pro players aren't perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone misses abilities. Even on their main champions, it just happens, guys. We can't really fight this lane until Thresh uses Hook or Fillet and Vygar uses his cage. Now, Vygar using his cage is the most important thing to bait out in this lane before we can really get a solid 2v2 going. Now, something to note here, as Nami takes my cannon minion, is we want to look very carefully at Vygar's mana. We notice it's getting low, another Q or two, and he's going to really be struggling to do anything in a 2v2 skirmish. And I'm starting to realize that. You're going to see when I realize that here in a second. Thresh's hook is down, and I think I've had enough at this point. There's another Q. There's the Vygar cage. Two things are down right now, guys. The cage and the hook, just like I said. Here comes the 2v2. And notice what I'm doing. Look at these auto attacks that I'm weaving in. At this point, I'm just BMing him. Boom, hit him with that auto attack for the double kill there. Now keep a notice there, guys. You want to weave in auto attacks on Karthus when you're playing in 2v2s. Just at any point, you want to get into the habit of using auto attacks. Now you might say, young Karth, you know, it's a waste of time. I could be fitting in another Q during that time. The auto attacks don't do any damage. Well, early game when you're low on mana, a lot of the times, as you can see that I am right now, you have to rely on auto attacks and your E to finish off low health targets. And that's what I did with the Vygar there. You're not going to hit every Q in Karthus. You're just not. No one who mains Karthus hits every Q. And you want to be very aware that you need to use your auto attacks and your E as well. Don't be ashamed of having to do it. That's just how the champion works. We're building into the magic penetration item Shadow Flame. Our build path this game is going to be Luden's Shadow Flame, Rabadon's Death Cap. With this build, like I said, it's a glass cannon build. You're going to be doing a lot of damage. You're just going to be a little bit more vulnerable. Our ult's coming down. Boom, Luden's is collecting a big kill for us there. Sitting at 5 and 1 on Luden's Karthus right now, putting up a great show. Liandry's is going to have to perform pretty well. You guys are going to see in this game. Luden's pops off for us here. But yeah, glass cannon build, at higher mobility. I did not end up going Medjez in this game. I for sure could have gone Medjez if I really wanted to, but I thought I was actually going to die a decent bit. Alright, so on respawn here, guys, what you always want to do, this isn't a Karthus specific tip, it's just an ADC tip in general. You want to look what's happening on the map and go to the play. So, get an ult off here on Karthus to maybe claim some assists. Test out our damage a little bit. Zeri down. It's an assist for us. Thresh down as well here. Katarina's going to come pick that up for us. Boom, double assist on Karthus. And that leads me to a point that I want to make, guys. Do not see Karthus ult as a last hit tool. A lot of people who play Karthus in low elos just hold their ultimate for as long as they can, just so they can try and chaos our last hit. And I won't lie, if there's a juicy looking shutdown in the game, I hold my ult sometimes too to chaos it. However, it's not a last hit tool. It is an assist tool as well. You want to use your ultimate when available to use. Alright, walking out of base, guys, we've just completed our Shadow Flame, and now this is where we need to start setting ourselves apart from Liandry's Torment here. Our team is winning, so it's 21-8. Now, you would look at a game like this and think it's just over. However, you have to pay attention to a few different things. They have a Bel'Veth, they do have Zeri AP, hard scaling, and they have Veigar, infinite scaling. If we mess up and give some shutdowns here, which you're going to see does happen. There's another kill for Veigar. You could see how the game could get out of control, so what we have to do here is we have to play with our team, our most fed player, J4. I just got an assist on that top. Look for the fights to take, get the Drakes. We have 3 Drakes right now. Infernal Soul is coming up, and then Elder, and then Baron. So I have to look to close the game. We can't play poorly. Sejuani here, doing a pretty poor engage 1 versus 4. She ends up dying. I see J4 coming in from the side. Luckily, he's able to come in and clean this a little bit. And then I want to use my flash here aggressively, because I need to start getting some kills. There's a double for me now. I want to tell you why I wanted to flash there and start getting some kills. Look at J4's score. 13 kills. Look at Garen, 0. Katarina, 5. Me was just at 5. Look at their team on the enemy at scales. I need to start getting some kills to be the backup carry in this game, because J4 falls off. I mean, he's playing an absolutely amazing game, but J4 does fall off. He shouldn't have taken some of the kills in the early game from Cat and me, so I need to start getting kills myself here so I can start carrying the game. Elder is in a minute and 20 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and get a recall here, buy some items, farm up, and we're going to play for the Drake. Okay, our team's skirmishing here. We're back in it. We want to pick up some kills where we can. It's a really poor fight by the enemy. I'm just trying to pick up some kills here if I can to get gold into this Drake. And boom, Luden's just proccing there, getting us that kill, taking it from very high HP. Drake, 30 seconds, and this is Soul. This is Infernal Soul and Karthus. You guys are going to see how extremely powerful Infernal Soul is on Karthus. Boom! Another kill there on Veigar. Really stacking up the gold for us now, sitting at 9 kills. We got to start taking over the game with J4. Whenever an objective is spawning, you want to look to push mid-wave in. I'm going to keep mid-wave pushed in so that they're losing XP. They can either choose to get the HP and give the Drake, or fight the Drake and lose the XP. We just cleaned up the Infernal Soul, and that's massive for us. You guys are going to see the power and combination of Ludens plus Infernal plus Dark Harvest. A really insane combination. So now what we want to do is look to make a pick and take Baron. Baron is our next objective that's in play, and we want to get wards, we want to clear vision. Now I see something happening top here, and I believe I ult for this play here coming up. Let's check out what our damage is looking like on this play. Pretty decent damage. Now if we had Liandry, she's dead there, by the way. I just want to point that out. Dow Jet on Veigar. J4 coming in to collect him. And we collect one more there. 2 assists from me. Now, I considered Baron here, but the jungler is still alive, so instead we're going to push. We're going to get the tower that should have been taken already. And we're going to look for a little cheeky play here. I don't know how many dashes Bel'Veth has. I hate to say this on a video, but I haven't even read that champion's full kit. Look at those Qs on Karthus with Luden, just absolutely ripping them in half. Just absolutely ripping them in half. Look at that Q. Beautiful. Now, this combination I'm playing right here, guys, Nami Karthus, and I have a completely separate YouTube video on this. You should be abusing Nami with multiple combinations of ADCs. I'm not going to go into much detail about Karthus Nami and their interactions because I want to make a video on it, but play Lucian Nami. Play Jhin Nami, play Kog'Maw Nami, play anything with Nami and have a Nami take Electrocute, and it's just so broken. You guys can seriously get some free LP with it. It's just so disgusting, man. Nami is my favorite support in the game, by far. I just love it. Alright guys, we're in spawn. We just bought Death Cap. Huge, huge spike in AP. We are literally massive right now. Our Qs were already half health in them. Imagine what's going to happen now if we hit an isolated Q. And we're really wanting to do Baron now. I've already pinged it a few times for the team to do it, and they haven't really wanted to. So we're just looking to make some picks into the Baron. Gonna go on and drop the ult for that. Boom, big damage there. Nice double collection. Take this tower here. And if we can collect this Bel'Veth kill, Baron's gonna look pretty nice. Baron would look super nice, and there it is. Unfortunately, J4 is going down. We gotta teleport in, so I have to stick around and make sure my player is gonna be okay here. Sejuani is going in. Look at that Zeri damage. Look at how absolutely disgusting that is. That's AP Zeri. That's another pick that you can try out mid with the Ludens. Massive, massive damage on that. Really disgusting. I was shocked right there, to be honest, when I got one tapped. Alright guys, we're back from the absolute giga turbo one tap by Zeri. We're back in it, and I'm really wanting Baron at this point. My team has not wanted to do it. They've been making some strange dive plays. It's time to Baron. So I'm coming to clear the vision. Got nothing. Getting an ult in there. Look at that damage. She had a lot of health there. That's the power of Ludens. With that raw AP. Okay, their jungler's dead. Surely it's time for Baron. And it is. It's time for Baron. Finally. So now we can really begin to close out the game. Karthus does Baron very quickly as it counts as an isolated target. Get in there, get your E on. Karthus can do Drakes over the wall, and Karthus can do Barons over the wall. So if you're low health, you're scared to position yourself in the pit, you can do Baron and Drakes over the wall. Now guys, this is a very rare combination. I'm actually really excited that you guys get to see this in this YouTube video. This doesn't happen very often. Infernal Soul Karthus with Elder. It's sickening, and you're about to see why. Now I wanted to back here, but my team wanted to fight, so I said fuck it. I walk in, there's 1 Q on Garen, 2 Q on Garen, he's dead. Boom, Zeri, 1 flash on her, put her down. Tries to cage me, 1 Q, boom, 2 Q, down. She burns from the auto attack. Quadra. At this point I'm thinking maybe I can ult for the Penta. Will it be a Penta on YouTube? And Nami takes it. Nami takes the Penta with Electrocute off the ult. That's unseen, man. I've never seen that happen before. Taking the Penta with the Electrocute off the Karthus ult, that's something else. That's crazy. Unfortunately, you guys don't get to see the Penta. You can blame the Nami for that. I could have clickbaited the video. 1v9, insane. Karthus Luden's pentakill, 1 million AP. Just could have clickbaited. Can't clickbait anymore, guys. But irregardless, that's an insane moment. You guys don't get to see the combination of those Drakes very often together, especially in a YouTube video, so it's super cool to see it. Now, these guys have great wave clear, so we have to just play it slow and the Baron minions here to end the game. Look at these Qs, just annihilating them. And then Zeri hitting me with her W and showing me, you're not the only one who can half-heal someone with one ability. Just throwing out some Qs, kind of playing around with them. I know Zeri's angle and cooldown now, so she's not going to hit me again with that. Dodge it on the cage. Just have to wait on our waves here. They have nice clear. Yeah, my team's wanting to fight. Boom, Garen's done with 1 Q. He's gone. You guys are about to see the damage that I can do here. I'm backing up. Massive. Massive damage. Liandry's is shaking right now. Liandry's is horrified. I'm not going to review how much damage I did in this game just yet, because we're going to compare the stats of the item damage and the overall damage at the end. Let's just say Liandry's is shaking after this performance. 19, 4, and 16 in this game. That's going to take a little bit for Liandry's there to catch up. We end the game here, and this is going to be a victory for Luden's, 19 kills, and at the end of the video we're going to have a comparison between the two and see a winner. This is a victory. We'll see you guys in the next game in 1 second. Alright guys, welcome to the second game. This is a really spicy one. Now, we just bought Liandry's at 13 minutes. That's 2 minutes later than last game. On the Luden's purchase, we're in a much harder lane that we're low-key kind of losing. We did just get a shutdown, and this game's close. 2 Drakes M. Looking mid. Possible ultimate. Don't want to use it just yet, though. Okay. Now, this Tristana has been playing extremely aggressive, and it's a very horrible matchup for Karthus, so we need to be careful. I'm going to go ahead and use my ult. See if we can get an assist or something, and we do get a kill as well. Wow. I'm really scared that Tristana is going to be here to be... Tristana died. Okay. Hard shove this, and let's get some plates bot. We're setting in a nice little position here. Now we're gonna look to... we're gonna have to die a lot this game to win. They have hard engage. We're gonna be going Hourglass. Hourglass is gonna be huge and crucial in this game. Yun's bot. That's Yun. I need to be careful here because he can just straight up kill us once he gets his second Q up there. Tristana has swapped lane. Big play there. Let's wait for him to come back, get in as much damage as we can. We're starting to get the ball rolling here. Oh, they've swapped mid. Oh, look, that's going to be bad for them, I think. I need to be careful. Tristana's pretty big. This is going to be a perfect example, guys, of the differing playstyles between these two here. This is going to be a game where I'm going to have to die, and I'm going to have to be aware that they're on their way bot as well. Here's Tristana right now. Thought we might be able to pull a little sneaky fast one there on the Nami walking back to lane, but they already kind of had that control worded up here. Now these guys can legit one-tap me, so I have to play very carefully here. I might actually be dead. I am legit dead. That's how disgusting and impossible this lane really is to play. There's just zero counterplay there. So you have to be super careful. Go and get our boots and start looking at this item here for some armor. 15 armor. We have ult, and when I spawn, I'm gonna get a double. Give me a sec. Rip our ult in here. Maybe we get a double. Maybe we get a single. See, that's where that nerfed damage starts coming into play. Super unlucky. Now, we could be at risk of death here again, by the way, if they stayed here. Okay, there's Tristana. We know we can walk up here. Great top play by my team. Tristana taking red. We gotta get as much farm as we can. This is gonna be a lot closer game than the last one. Can't afford Tristana getting that shutdown on her. Literally can't. I'm gonna try and trade towers down bot for whatever play they're doing here, but sadly the wave is here. I'm gonna have to shove it quickly. Or Scion comes down here, which is probably going to be the lane swap that happens. Scion will come back down here. Okay, it's great I was able to take this. Get another recall in real quick here. Drake in 20, actually. Make sure you guys always take note of when Drakes are spawning and when you need to be at certain places, because I could have just backed there and fucked my team. I'm gonna try and collect mid farm real quick before this spawns. Got the young flash there. Nami's dead. That guy can't even ult out there. Great. Sam's top. Just have to keep an eye out on that. We can stick around for this wave mid. I'm trying to give you guys my thought process as I go throughout this game. I have to stay very far away from her. She legit one-taps me. They should be able to take care of that guy top. Or at least get his ult for free. I want a piece of this, if possible. Ah, he's gone. Let me collect this wave at least so I can get it back. Quick little back in here. Just on a hovering top side, have to keep note of her at all times until I get Hourglass, then I can play a little bit more recklessly. You guys can already, I'm sure, see the different playstyles here. Bard is good somehow. I don't know how. But yeah, you guys can already take note of the difference in the playstyles here. Luden's, I was pretty much just focused on getting my Qs in. This game I'm building a lot more defensively, and I'm going to be able to play a lot more recklessly in turn. I actually put my Hourglass on the right key this time. I'm going to go ahead and let that rip bot. That's going to be low-key pretty bad. Okay, 2 assists. No reason to dive that. Let's push mid in. Scion is top. We're going to keep note of that, and if we have to turn around, we will. Tristana's going to eat him up. I'm trying to trade mid for this Bard. Should be able to take care there. Can't fully trade the tower. I can now. down bot. I can make a huge play here. I can't sadly get in there without risk of massive amounts of death. Bit of pink in here. Bard is alive. I do not know how, but we will take that all day. Be careful of Tristana here. We've got a solo on Baron. That's not possible. I know for a fact just by looking at that that's not possible. And if that is possible, then wow. That's all I have to say about that. Now they can duo it. Nice. You ever see something like that, guys, where your teammates wanting to do Baron? Just keep the people that you have in lane where you've got them. As you can see, our isolated Qs are still doing some pretty fat damage. Let's see if we can come help out our friend Aatrox here. He's getting a little ran down. We're getting some nice HP Qs in on there. See if we can pick up a kill on the Tristana there by chance. Nope, we can't, sadly. Oh man, so okay, that's where the nerf on Liandry's comes in pretty strong there, because that would normally guarantee be a kill. Now that does push her out long enough for us to get vision here and get this tower, hopefully. They're wasting a lot of time there. He might be dead here. I'm gonna have to leave him, he's gone. Alright, buddy. Spree. This is very greedy for me to take this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Portal Pug. Let's get a quick recall in. We're pretty farmed up. We're ahead of the Tristana here. What do we need this game? Have to have healing reduction. 1700 on that. Let's just go ahead and sell into that and buy it. Like I told you earlier in the pros and cons points, buying the healing reduction is super great with Liandry's. Very cost efficient and also worth the buy always. Especially into this kind of team comp. This guy's huge. Now we're gonna need penetration next. Wow, she managed. This is going to be a big play here. I'm going to get in massive amounts of damage on them. Let's go an hourglass so we stop taking the damage. And I am dead. Guaranteed dead, unfortunately. Oh. Run, run. Oh my god. Oh. That's the power of Hourglass, guys. And that build right there, I was able to get in the middle of those people and just absolutely shred them. Best Bard in aim. This game is really just Bel'Veth is putting in some fat work. Massive work by Bel'Veth here. We've done quite a bit of damage ourselves. Just back that team fight up a little bit. Now, guys, that ult, let's kind of even the damage up a little bit, you know, between these two games, which I don't think is actually going to be that close, to be honest with you. We've still shown the strengths of this build in this video, which is all that really matters at the end of the day. One game was a massive amount of kills, and I will be clickbaiting that. Oh shit. Can we help this guy here? Yes, we can. Hopefully this plant's up. If it is, we win. We lost. How did the plant not take me over? I'm so confused, actually. Pretty bad. It's gonna end up working out. Wow, very well played by our team there. Let's get some additional damage. We can build this item next because it does give penetration. Oh shit, Bard's 1v9. Now something to keep a note of here, guys, is look at our Darksteel stacks after enting 7. Something cool about Karthus, we can still keep 7 stacks after raw enting, dude. What do we want to do here? 16 seconds on Baron. I'm just gonna hover our Giga-Fed jungler and make some plays with them. See if we can get these damage charts up. The game is gonna be about the same length, so we're gonna see some pretty relative damage charts here. Game's not over by any means. They do have some Fed players on their team, so. That guy's starting up Baron again by himself. I think he is. You can see wave clear's quite a bit easier with this. It's not going to work out for you this time, bud. Oh my god, it literally worked. We want to get some damage in here, some additional damages. I think we do. Ooh, that was a massive ult, actually. Look at that burn damage clocking in. Wow. Oh my god. Bard's 1v9. Who is Bard? Do it, do it, do it. Give me my quadra, buddy. Give me my penta. Yes! There's the quadra, baby. 10 and 4, making the score look a lot better here, guys. It's gonna be close on the damage charts, I think, actually. We're gonna end for it. Gonna end for the damage charts. One more Q. Can't get it, can't get it. Oh, we entered for the damage charts. That's going to be a victory, guys. Let's see who comes out on top and which item wins. Luden's versus Liandry's. Let's check out the stats, guys. I'll meet you back in the mansion. Alright, guys. Welcome back. We're about to do some tallying up to see who the winner was. There's going to be several categories that we're going to be taking a look at today, and those include game time, total damage dealt, item damage, kill participation, and the op.gg carry score. So we're going to start out with none other than Luden's on this side of the screen. Game time 33 minutes. Total damage dealt 49,784. Item damage. Image is going to be on the screen for you there. You can check that out. Kill participation 70%. And finally, the op.gg carry score coming in at a 7.4. And in the opposite corner, we have Liandry's with a game time of 30 minutes. Very similar game times, just a 3-minute separation. Total damage dealt 39,620. Item damage dealt. Take a look at that. That is insane. look at the burn damage on that. Woo. Kill participation, 54%. And finally, OP.GG carry score clocking in at 7.5. The winner? Liandry's. Liandry's is going to clock in to be the winner. I can't get over the amount of burn damage, 5,000 plus the additional damage dealt from the item is just too unreal to take into account. If the game had lasted 3 more minutes, probably could have squeezed in at least 5k more damage. The game was shorter with a higher OP.GG carry score as well. And less kills, still a lot of damage, but that item damage is just absolutely too insane. As far as Luden's goes, though, guys, I think the game went really well. I think it can still be an option, but I think Luden's is more suited for mid lane and jungle Karthus. When it comes to bot lane Karthus, I think the Hourglass Liandry's combination is just too good. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know, what do you think won? Do you think Luden's was actually better? Do you agree with me on Liandry's? Do you think another mythic item could potentially be better than these? Do you guys want to see another video like this comparing 2 more? Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.